project of this magnitude, the risk assessment that you're speaking about is what we do. So do you actually believe that administration would move forward with this project without the analysis that you're talking about? Do you actually believe that?
I'd like to take this on. She said, do we believe that the city would move forward without this analysis? Very good.
Thanks, Brian. That's obviously a very good question. And as I said, when I stood up here, I felt very uncomfortable second guessing Mr. Thompson's department and his people, who I feel are very good people. But I still hear that there are opportunities to find cost efficiencies on this project that I believe should be pursued. And obviously, council would be the decision maker on whether or not those opportunities are followed or not.
Yes, and to reassure you, that work is occurring. So administration is examining their assumptions, looking at the studies. Yes, they don't have the expertise. I do. I do have a question. So administration is looking at those things, and that would be their duty. So I have full faith in them that they will bring in the expertise necessary in order to make an informed decision. We heard from many downtown office building owners of the ones that have some of the biggest assets in the city of Calgary. And did you engage with them? We heard extensively from them.
What was the question?
Richard Morden.
Yeah, huge.
Sorry, we apologize, Mr. Gray. We don't have the closed captioning working, so maybe we could direct our questions to any of the other members up there specifically.
I don't work for, but I work with Brookfield.
Yes.
And actually, how it got started on all this is when we built the underground parking at the new Brookfield building. Mm-hmm. And they've had all kinds of issues that they've had to deal with, and as they go through. So have we talked? I mean, somewhere north of 25% of these buildings are empty.
At this time, you can argue whether it's 26, 27, 28, I don't care. That's too big a number.
And what has driven our interest, Councillor Farrell, is the enormous fiscal risk associated with this project at this time in Calgary's history. We just can't move forward
yes.
with that. And your question
and my question is,
why do we think we actually would without this study?
No, that's not my question. That's fine. I'll put it out there again. We've heard, and I'll speak louder. We've heard extensively.
We haven't directly.
No, okay, no. All right, but we have, and so any changes to the project, and we're exploring all options. I tell you, I wouldn't be supportive of an above-grade elevated train in our downtown, nor would almost every office building owner in the downtown. So we've engaged with them, and going forward, we will need to engage with them again if there are any changes. That's a commitment that we've made as a council because this is a major public investment. I have a final question then.
Before you do, Councillor Farrell?
Yes?
Our time.
Okay, just one quick question.
No. Do we have general consent to continue until this group of individuals is finished? Yes. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. So many of you were advocates for very large projects. The Olympics, the arena, and the BMO Center far exceed the budget of the Green Line.
Chair, this is not before us.
No, I'm asking.
Let's get to questions. This is not a question of debate. Let's get questions.
I will ask my question. It's related. I'm just wondering, and some of them, the Olympics is an example, very high risk. Why did you not bring those same concerns at that time?
Again, the Olympics is not before us.
Let it go. We voted against it. It is not before us. They are here
It's the-
talking about the Green Line. Please address your questions
It's
to
the-
the Green Line and
it's the
not in
same
relation to
group.
the
You,
Olympics.
Councillor
It's the
Davidson.
same group.
Doesn't matter.
I'm just
the same
wondering-
group.
Again,
We
you are
do need to
drawing a
address-
conclusion
Excuse me, Mr. Davidson.
and making a characterization. If you have a
Councillor
question,
Davison, please let me chair. The Olympics is not debatable. Risk is. So you can ask a question about specifically risks, and that's all.
Okay, then that is really the crux of this question. Is high-risk endeavor that you advocated for, you did not bring up similar concerns. Why?
I was advocate for the Olympics. I did contemplate and consider risks, and I thought that they were well mitigated within the proposal. With respect to this matter, I accept that city administration has been working away on this. We've been having a lot of dialogue, as has been referred to. But the risks, until yesterday, when it became clear that maybe we would pause on this, there was no definitive answer to that particular question, and so it was still an open issue on risk. And with Jim and the group that he brought forward, and that I have been part of, I'm a simple accountant. All I understand is costs. I understand cost overruns, and I understand risk, and that was, to me, a very significant issue. So, to me, in my own mind, whether I'm associated with Calgary Economic Development or just a citizen who cares about our city, I contemplated risk in both situations, and this one is, at this moment, unresolved.
We should never ask people to defend their opinion or their
position in the past, but you answered exactly what I was hoping is risk was the issue.
we don't care what the other projects are, but you felt risks were mitigated in such a way that you felt you could go forward. So
Yes.
it's unfortunate, but there we are.
Right.
And
And
so
just a footnote of the alignment with city downtown businesses and downtown buildings. We have a number of people on our committee who are part directly or indirectly with that constituency. There is no question in our mind that aesthetically it would be very nice to have underground service for the Green Line in the downtown area. Functionally, however, if it was going to cost us an extra $2 billion for the city,
And-
unequivocally, every senior leader in this city would say, no, stop.
Do you think we should ask them? That is my question. So yes, that will be our obligation, and I want to assure you that I care as much about financial risk as you do. So we will be looking at the financial risk moving forward with this project. Thank you.
Just,
Great.
and excuse me, I think what this committee of citizens is offering and suggesting is that we formally, as we think the Transportation Committee and some members of council have indicated, that we put this on suspension for a detailed study of alternatives that don't pose the $2 billion problem that is in front of us in Technicolor. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Councillor Woolley. Oh, sorry.